Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into yesterday's Major League Baseball action, but not just the scores.
Right.
We want to get into the stories,
Yeah.
the big wins, the surprising upsets, those moments that really define the day.
Yeah, it was quite a whirlwind across the diamond. I mean, really everything from absolute blowouts to those edge-of-your-seat nail-biters.
Exactly.
And the storylines were, well, they were rich. Unexpected power, dominant pitching.
Oh, yeah.
It sets up some fascinating stuff going forward.
Absolutely. So our goal here is to peel back the layers for you. Look past the final numbers and understand the strategy, the individual efforts, the team struggles that really tell the story.
Let's do it.
Okay, so kicking off our deep dive into yesterday's games, we have to start with maybe the most eye-popping result. The Orioles beating the Rockies 18-year.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, that's more than just a win. That feels like a declaration.
Oh, completely. It's a profound statement. It wasn't just the score, right? It was how they did it. You saw that Orioles offense really executing their approach, especially with runners in scoring position. It seemed different, like really focused on minimizing strikeouts, working counts, real plate discipline. It suggests something deeper strategically, not just a hot night.
And on the flip side, for the Rockies.
Ooh, yeah, for Colorado, it just highlights those ongoing bullpen issues, doesn't it? Multiple relievers getting hit hard, plus those defensive lapses, errors extending innings. It's a tough combination.
A really stark reminder for them.
Yeah.
So Baltimore flexing their muscles. But dominance isn't always about offense, right? We also saw teams just shut the door.
Exactly. Look at the Pittsburgh Pirates. Blanking the Diamondbacks not once, but twice. 2-0-6.
That's impressive control.
It really is. Pittsburgh's pitching and defense were clearly the keys. They just stifled Arizona, forced weak contact, kept the ball on the ground. You could see they controlled the pace entirely.
So that highlights Pittsburgh's strength on the mound is growing.
I think so, yeah. Their capacity to dictate the game. Now, for the Diamondbacks, getting shut out twice in one day. That's a huge red flag. Raises serious questions about their offensive approach, their ability to adjust.
Yeah, that's rough. But baseball's unpredictable. That really came through in some of the doubleheaders yesterday, with teams splitting, fortunes turning really fast.
Spot on. That Blue Jays and Tigers split is a perfect example. Toronto takes the first one pretty easily, 6-1. Looked great.
Right, showing their potential.
But then the Tigers just roared back in Game 2, 10-4. Total turnaround. It shows Detroit's resilience, their ability to adjust quickly between games. That's crucial.
So that split really tells a story about short series dynamics.
Exactly. How fast things can flip, even in a few hours. A big rebound for Detroit, but you have to think it's a missed opportunity for the Blue Jays there.
Oh, okay, and speaking of bouncing back, the Texas Rangers showed some resilience too, didn't they?
They absolutely did. They beat the Braves 8-1 after winning a really tight 6-5 extra innings game earlier.
So a close one, then a blowout.
Yeah, and in that second game, the Rangers' offense was just firing on all cylinders. They capitalized on almost every chance, hitting well with 2 outs. It really showed the depth they have in that lineup.
And for the Braves, losing 2 like that.
Especially the lopsided one, yeah. That's got to prompt some reflection, maybe questions about their pitching depth, how they handle those momentum shifts within a series.
Okay, so we've covered dominance, resilience, but what about the underdogs? I thought the Oakland Athletics series was fascinating. They just keep defying expectations.
Oh, absolutely. Those were significant upsets. Beating the Astros, a team everyone sees as a contender, 5-1 and then 7-1. That's huge.
It really is, especially with everything going on with the A's off the field.
Right. Despite all that uncertainty, the roster changes, they just find ways to compete. It wasn't luck either. Their starters pitched really well, got quality outings, and the offense came through with timely hits. It kind of exposed some unexpected weaknesses for Houston.
So the A's are proving they're no pushover.
Definitely not. It underscores that unpredictability we talked about. Any team can rise up, especially with good pitching and hitting at the right moments.
Do you think Houston maybe took them a bit lightly, or was it just the A's playing really well?
Probably a bit of both, But you have to give the A's credit for grabbing that opportunity. And speaking of underdogs proving their mettle, how about the Boston Red Sox against the Dodgers?
Yes, taking 2 from L.A.
And close ones too, 4-2 and 4-3. That's significant because, let's be honest, Boston's been overlooked a bit this season.
Yeah, they have.
And they proved they can absolutely go toe-to-toe with one of the league's best. Those kinds of tight games, they come down to clutch moments, right? High leverage hitting, smart bullpen use, minimizing errors.
And Boston excelled there.
Evidently, yeah. They managed those situations really well. For the Dodgers, it's maybe a little reminder. You can't underestimate anyone in this league. Every out counts.
A strong statement from Boston for sure. Okay, looking elsewhere around the league, were there other teams showing maybe signs of progress or giving us a hint of playoff intensity?
Well, you look at the Washington Nationals. They had a great day, beating the Twins twice, 9-3 and 7-2.
That is notable considering they're rebuilding.
Exactly. You're starting to see some of their young guys, top prospects, maybe step up, seeing the results of that development work. Now, for Minnesota, those are disappointing losses against a team they probably expected to beat, raises questions about consistency.
So, real growth signs for the Nats. Any other teams give you that feeling of an evolving identity or maybe even a playoff preview?
I thought the Cincinnati Reds looked good against the Rays. They won 6-2 and 2-1.
Strong American League opponent there.
And the Reds showed they can compete. The first win was more offensive, power, and rallies. The second was tight, low scoring, small ball, great pitching.
So, versatility.
Yeah, exactly. Winning in different styles, that's got to be a huge confidence boost for them as they're trying to push for a playoff spot. And then, that Yankees-Phillies game, a narrow 4-3 win for the Yankees, that felt intense.
Like October baseball almost.
It really did. A testament to those big interleague matchups between contenders. Every pitch matters. Every decision feels weighty. It says a lot about the Yankees' ability to grind it out under pressure.
That kind of win builds character. What about the Crosstown Classic in Chicago? Cubs and White Sox.
Always deliver some drama, right? And the Cubs continued their strong season, taking both games 6-1 and 5-4.
So handling their business.
Pretty clearly, yeah. Showed their superiority. They can blow teams out like in the first game, but also win the close ones like the second. For the White Sox, though, it just kind of highlights the gap they need to close.
Gotcha. Any others that stood out?
Yeah, one more. The San Diego Padres looked strong against the Cardinals. Won 3-1 and 9-2.
Solid wins.
Definitely. Especially that second game. The offense just exploded, showed their potential there, and the pitching held St. Louis down. Those are crucial wins for the Padres, trying to lock down a wild card spot in a tough NL race. Shows they have the tools.
Okay, so wrapping this all up for you listening. Yesterday really felt like a snapshot of the whole season, didn't it? You had the expected dominance, sure, but also the surprising upsets, those really tight games. Teams like Baltimore making huge statements, teams like Oakland showing incredible resilience.
Absolutely. And I think what really stands out isn't just the scores, but the stories behind them. Team identity, momentum shifts. You saw so many different ways to win.
Right.
The Orioles' offensive explosion on one hand, the Pirates' pitching clinics on the other. It just shows the diversity of strategies in baseball. It's about adapting, leveraging strengths, handling pressure.
So a final thought maybe for you to chew on. How did these performances from yesterday shape the narratives going forward? Think about team trajectories, maybe even trade deadline talk, and definitely the playoff picture. Are these moments catalysts or just, one day in a long season?
Yeah, it's a great question. Because every single pitch, every swing, it all adds up, right? That's the beauty of baseball, the daily drama. And yesterday certainly delivered. That constant cycle of striving, dealing with defeat, the thrill of an unexpected win. That's what makes up this amazing tapestry of Major League Baseball.